right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kilo Oscar for Papa Delta India. We're going to do a net tonight with the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. This is Mike, KO4PDI, ham fun guy, and we're going to have some fun on a net tonight. So in a minute, I'm going to start taking early check-ins. If you would like to join in on the net and you have WiresX capabilities, come to room 80751 and you will be connected to me. If you don't have WiresX and you'd like to get in, you could use Echolink, repeater, Kilo Bravo 4, Juliet Delta Echo, KB4JDE, and you could talk to me while we're doing the net. I'll get you checked in. We are also going to be recording the net on NetLogger. And this is what that screen looks like. Here you go. This is what the screen looks like. I am going to create the net right now. And what you'll look for is the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. Okay, there's a new version of this released. All right, we started it. We are logging the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. What the heck? Why is this screen giving me a hard time? I'm trying to get my call sign in there. Let's move that back up to the top. Let me select that. I have no idea what the heck just happened. This is nuts. Live radio. We're doing it live, folks. Well, let me move it up there if I highlight that. And what is going on here? All right, exit out, close net. Yes, close the net. We're going to start all over again. Close NetLogger. Yes, close NetLogger, and we'll reopen it. It's something screwy. It never goes smooth. I don't know why. All right, KO4PDI. I am the net control station. And now what I'm going to do is get on the radio and call for people to check in if they would like to get noticed. And the screen is completely messed up again. Jeez. I'm not happy about this. I got 3 different, what the heck? That's the wrong screen. All right, let's open the monitor. And let's open view monitors. And now we'll correct these logos are in the wrong place. That's NetLogger. Instant message. Okay, we got that on the screen. And the next thing we want to add is this here one here. We want to change to the monitors. You wouldn't believe this. I had this whole thing all set up before I went online, and it just wanted to go berserk and change. Okay, we'll hit that there. That's okay. Wow, how am I ended up with WiresX on here? That's not Wire, yeah, WSJTX. That's the one I want. We'll select that, and we'll shrink the screen down a little bit so it fits, and we don't hide my beautiful face. By the way, there's a new arrangement on my screen, if you haven't noticed. First, I have to move a few things around while we're talking. Wow, that's why I start early. So this way I get all this crap straightened out before we actually get on the net. Oh, why is that moving? I don't want that to move. Sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. We will get to this soon. I had this all set up and arranged long before I came on the air tonight, and it just changed it all around. Didn't even ask my permission. Okay. I think I got everything where I want it now, even though my background remover stopped working also right before I went on. It was working, and all the testing I did, everything worked fine. It was actually looking pretty good, and it died. All right, we're there. you can see the radio on the top right. You can see the instant message window and also the monitor window for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. So if you join in, we will be able to see, I will be able to see who's in there. And if you got a message you want to send me, you can send me there. Or you can go to the YouTube and chat in the YouTube, and I can read that live on the air right on my screen, right in front of me. So on that note, we're going to start calling for early check-ins. It's 7:50. The net starts at 8. Let's see what we get. Kilo, Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. This is Mike, KO4 PDI. We're going to have a net starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That would be 0100 Zulu. And I'm going to take early check-ins right now. So if you would like to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County net, come now. I'm listening. Keep my eye on the radio. So I see the call sign that comes up. Nobody's there. Come on, we got Tim out there. We got Doug out there. We got the hospitals connected. We got all kinds of, we got K2COP out there. That's Gregory. Let's see if he checks in. Nothing heard so far. All right, while we're perusing around waiting, here, I'll show you the geochron. There's the geochron, and there's my ticker. The ticker on the bottom right, that's going by, it looks like it's going by pretty quick. That is all my discounts. So when you're watching this on replay, it's always higher resolution. But if you want to know how to get a discount on ham radio prep, on ABR Industries for coax and chokes and all that fun stuff, or EMP shield to protect your house from an electromagnetic pulse, follow that along that ticker and get the codes, and you could order that stuff and get significant discounts. 20% on ham radio prep, 10%, I think you get 20% on ABR Industries, no, 10% on ABR, and EMP shield, I think you get 10% off on that too, which is significant considering the price of it. Oh, wow, nobody checked in early. It's 7:52. I gave that message 2 minutes ago, and nobody checked in. I have to be honest, I am starting to lose faith in the people that come to this net. The 2 weeks I was gone, nobody ran the net, and the 1 week when I got back, somebody was supposed to do it who dropped the ball and never told me. If they told me, I would have jumped in and taken over. But nobody told me, so there was no net, and Jim, ND1C himself, had to take over the net and run it. These things are not playing radio. We're not here just to show off or waste time. We're here to use our equipment and get to know how to use it well. So this way, in a case of emergency, you can get something done, and you won't have to go read the manual to figure out how to do it. So keep that in mind. This is why we have the nets each week. I see some nets where there's, God, the activity, the 17-meter activity group gets hundreds of people on their net every day. And they're on all freaking day on 17, 15, 20, 17, 15, 10, and something else. But they do a net that lasts all day, and they get hundreds of people that come to that net. Why people don't want to come to this net, I don't know. Is it me? Do I have BO? Did I not shower? I don't know. I'll do my best. I try to do my best to make it fun. And yeah, we're not even getting anybody chatting on YouTube, which is pretty odd. Andy Cowley, what happened? You die? Come on, Andy, wake up. Like me. Please like me, Andy. I knew I arrived as a YouTuber with ham radio when Andy Cowley started coming to my streams, and I was so grateful for that, because he goes to everybody's stuff. And if he's coming to mine too, that's nice. That's really nice support. Anyway, we're not hearing anybody. I'm going to give out another call. All right, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. I'll be running the net tonight for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Anybody out there want to become checked in on this net. Come now, KO4PDI. The name is Mike. I'm your net control station for this evening, and we could sure use some participants. I know for a fact there's people down in the Keys that are supposed to check in tonight. They're not even logged into the room yet. But anybody else out there? I see Tim, I see Doug, I see all kinds of people out there. Nobody's checking in. I'm taking your check-ins early. Come on now, KO4PDI.
So I want you sitting there by yourself, WB0 AOD in Palm Coast.
Thank you, Stephen. Good to have you here tonight. Anybody else want to check in early for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? Gotta change my glasses. Can't see medium distances with those other ones. These will make it much easier. Stephen is in my town, so that's nice. I think I've met him. It's in red, so that means I must have spoken to him before. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me show you the net stream, the net logger. We got him in the book. We got Stephen in there. We got me in there. And who else is coming? Let's see. I don't badger people. I 750 I called out. 753 I called out. We got one person checked in. Now I'll sit here and I'll wait till 8 o'clock. If nobody checked, maybe just before 8, I'll ask again. Just so it avoids the rush and the pileup that happens when everybody tries to get in at 8 o'clock. And you miss people and you step on people and it's not fun. That's why I try to take some check-ins early, because I know guys are probably setting up their radios already. I monitor this room all day, every day. So if you have a WiresX radio and you want to talk to me, just get on here and call out. And 9 times out of 10, I will answer. Sometimes I don't. If I'm in the bathroom, I do not bring my radio in the bathroom. If I have to run out and run an errand, I might not have my radio on in the car, or I might be in a store. But keep trying. In a few minutes, I'll be back on and you can get in touch with me. Heard something there. All right, I'm looking over at the WiresX software, which is on a different computer. It's not on this computer, so I can't. I used to be on this computer, but I moved it. 3 minutes until the net starts. And somebody just dropped out of the room. Now somebody just jumped into the room. Let's give a call out right now. Last call for early check-ins. Kilo, Oscar 4, Papa Delta India here, net control station for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. This is the last call for early check-ins. Last call for early check-ins. Let's avoid a pileup when net starts at 8. So if you want to check in, come now. KO4PDI, name is Mike.
WB8E, Whiskey Bravo 8 Echo, Walt.
All right, Walt, I have you in the book. Anyone else like to check in early to the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? That's the last time I'm going to call out for early check-ins since nobody's coming. We got 7 seconds. Watch the geochrome.
WA3QCV, Flagler Beach.
All right, Tim, I got you in the book. And it's 8 o'clock. Let's get started. Good evening, everyone. This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, KO4PDI, the ham fun guy. Yeah, that's me. We're going to have a net tonight of the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. And as always, I start the net with the Pledge of Allegiance. And if you would like to, please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball. All right, so we're going to take check-ins. Anybody want to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? Come now or forever hold your peace.
WB0AOD.
Whiskey Bravo Zero Alpha Oscar Delta. I got you in the book. You're in there, Steve. Check-ins for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. This is going to be a real quick net. I don't know. There's guys down at the Keys supposed to be getting on here. Bernard, Jim, where are you? KO4PDI, would you like to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? Please do now. All right, no other check-ins. We got 4 of us here. What a waste of time this is. I find this repulsive that people don't make a point of coming to this net each week. You don't have to come every week, but man, 4 people, are we kidding? And I'm the net control station, I'm one of them. It's terrible. Anyway, enough of my bitching. Let's move on. Any emergency traffic need to use these frequencies, come now. Nothing heard. Okay, let's go to Steve, WB0 Alpha Oscar Delta. It's your turn, Steve. Go right ahead. Tell us what you've been up to this week. How's things in Palm Coast? I know because I live here, but everybody else doesn't know. Walt's up in Michigan, and you got Tim's out in Flagler Beach. But what's going on with you, Steven? Tell us all about it. Whiskey Bravo Zero Alpha Oscar Delta. You out there, Steven? Wow. Nothing heard. All right, I'll come back to him later. Walt. Whiskey Bravo 8 Edward. It's your turn, Walt. Go right ahead.
Well, good evening, everybody. Mike, I feel the same way you do. I think people are afraid that you might be asked to do something. I really mean it. I don't know. It gets to be, you wonder why they even... I know 60% of the people in Metro Detroit that own these type of rigs don't use them. They talked about them, bragged about them, best radio they ever had, and are never on it. It's terrible. Anyway, life goes on. Hey, we had our Christmas party here. Fortunately for me, it was literally across the street at one of these wannabe Chinese buffets, all you can eat, which worked out very good. They put a great spread. It was $25. The prices keep going up, but that's understandable. And I got my money's worth. Even had them fry up what they call a steak with nothing on it, and took it home for the dog. It's a Polish thing. And other than that, nothing else going on. My one son will be in from L.A. Tomorrow morning, probably 7:30, 8:30. Another son is picking him up, and he'll probably go over to another son's house. and 3 of the boys and myself will be together for Christmas. That'll be nice, especially when my one son is putting it on. Other than that, Mike, nothing else going on in my world. Very boring, but you know what? I sort of like it that way. Catch you later, my friend. Everybody stay safe. I know the virus is kicking around Metro Detroit area again. WB80 back to net.
Thank you very much, Walt. You're such a supporter. You give us such good support. You're here almost every week after doing your net at 7 o'clock. So I greatly appreciate you coming all the time. We got one more on the list. Does anybody want to check in? KO4PDI, your net control station. Does anybody want to check in now? KO4PDI, come now.
November Delta 1 Charlie.
2B.
WB0AOD.
All right, I got Jim, Andy, and Steve again. Steve, I've been calling you. It was your turn before. I'll come back to you right after this. ND1C got you. Andy, I didn't hear your call sign. What was your call sign, Andy?
November 8, Hotel Uniform Bravo.
All right, Andy, I got you in the book, and you too. Thank you for coming. You come all the time too. You and Walt come down here from Michigan, and we greatly appreciate it. All right, Steve, WB0 Alpha Oscar Delta. It's your turn. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. I'm getting maybe 20% of what's going on. You're cutting in and out. And then the fellow from Michigan only came in a little bit, so I thought maybe it was my radio. Nothing, just thought I'd check in. I saw it on the web page. I'd give it a try. I'm over here on the C section there in Palm Coast. WB0AOD.
All right, Stephen, thank you very much for coming by. I'd love to have you here. That's a great great thing. You're saying I'm breaking up. I'm coming in and out. Is anybody else hearing that?
Negative. Hey, can you take a brief pause a second, Mike? I got Ed trying to wires in from Atlanta, and there's no gaps, and you can't hear the gaps.
Sure. Is Bernard going to check in?
At the moment, it's stable here, but at the beginning there was another person that checked in, and then I never heard anything after that. So I didn't know if you were hearing everything. WB0AOD.
Hey, Jim, ND1C, what's your buddy's call sign? I'll see if he's in the book. We got a ton of nodes signed in now.
KQ4LAQ, but he LHU. I'm sorry, Lima Hotel uniform. So he can't hear. You know, there's everybody's back to back, and he's hitting the wires button to connect, and he can't connect. So I was trying to get a gap for him.
All right, everybody be quiet for about 20 seconds. All right, I didn't see him come in, but if he's here, come and give me your call sign. KO4PDI net control station for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. Somebody give me your call sign. I'll add you to the list.
AQ4 LQB.
Okay, Bernard, I got you in the book, and we're going to go right now to my buddy Tim over in Flagler Beach, Whiskey Alpha 3, Quebec, Charlie Victor. Tim, your turn. What's up with you? What's going on? What kind of radio fun have you been having this week?
Well, good evening, everyone. Tim here in Flagler Beach, Florida, WA3QCV. Well, I just been tinkering around here for a couple of weeks on and off with my Flex, and I got it playing pretty good last night. I got a Flex 6400, and I have it to where I can connect remote with my iPhone from anywhere, whether it be at the home QTH or I could be 30 mile away or 3,000 mile away. So I got that playing pretty good. I was just on it here 30 minutes ago, talking with some guys, and I got to tweak it here and there, but it's definitely communication quality, and only running 100 watts on that, and but I got the amp. All I got to do is run a cable to it and a tuner, and we're ready to roll. We'll work on that project down the line. I also have a ICOM 705, and I can run that remotely. Well, I'm just local with that right now, within the house here on Wi-Fi, but I'm working on connecting that to the internet. Hope everything's good in the Keys. I don't know if that weather's coming up through there or down to there. I don't know where this weather's. It's supposed to be nasty here Saturday. Biggest part Saturday, I guess. I'll have to watch that more closer here and see what's going on. Pay attention to it. I'm only 2 blocks off the beach here. So let me let it drop here a minute. A little closer. All right, I'm back. I hear one of the stations was saying that you're dropping out, Mike. You're not dropping out of here. I heard Jimmy come in. Good evening to you, Jimmy. Everybody's in here fine. LQV, I think he's been coming in and out of the list here, on and off of the list. I'm watching on the computer all the nodes that are checked in. And, as far as the attendance, I know I don't have 100% track record here for checking in, but now that the time's changed and things will change a little bit. But I think a lot of stations, a lot of people listen. They listen, but they don't talk. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I listen, but I never hear anybody there." Well, you got to talk. You got to get active, But I don't know. We keep her going here. We'll just keep her stirred up here. I talked to Greg. I see he's on the list, K2COP. He's I talk with him a couple times a week. Let me see. Somebody's keep dropping in and out, Mike. I can't see who that is that's coming on and off the list. But at any rate, I think I've had it long enough. Let me see. I'll drop it again. See, if I don't check in for a
couple of weeks, and I get long-winded when I do check in. Let's see. I've been running, when I'm home here, I'm on direct with my 400. When I go out, in fact, Mike, we made that test today on my node, and that was mainly for my brother when he comes down here, and he's only right up on the hill here in a condo for 2 months. He can run that from there, no problem, that low antenna. But next couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, I'll put that antenna on the top of the tower. I'll connect that to the node and see what happens. That ought to play pretty good. Mike, you can check Sally NKI4 Zulu Papa. She's just in and out, no traffic, no nothing. She's in there kicking around, cooking something, baking something, I don't know. So that's it, Mike. I'll be listening to the end. KO4 PDI. Thanks for picking this up, Mike. I appreciate what you do. And I like that Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning. That's a good touch. WA3QCB.
All right, Tim, let's wait for about 15 seconds, see if there's anybody else trying to access the 80751 room. Let's hold off and let them get in.
Hi, this is KO4YYN. This is Janet.
All right, Janet, welcome to the net. I got the wrong call sign, though. It's Kilo Oscar 4, and then what were the last three?
Yeah, YYN. KO4Y.
All right, Janet, I got you in the book. Nice to hear you here. Janet, aren't you the lovely young lady that I got to hang out with for a little while at the St. Augustine Field Day one time? I was showing you how I did FT8 and all kinds of things on my 705. Was that you?
Yeah, it was me. For the past two field days, I've seen you. And then we have our winter field day coming up in January. So maybe I'll see you again.
Excellent, Janet. All right, sit tight. We'll get to you in a couple of seconds. We got a couple of more people to go to before you, but last call for check-ins. Anybody want to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net?
WB4PXX, Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa X-ray, X-ray. Could you hear me, Mike?
The mayor of the Mondex. Yes, I hear you loud and clear, Gary. We'll get to you in a second. Right now, we're going to go to the fearless leader down in the Florida Keys. November, Delta 1 Charlie. Come to tell us all about your camping adventures. All right, I don't know what that's about, but he's gone. He was just there a second ago. But let's go to Andy. November 8th, Hotel Uniform Bravo. Your turn, coming to us from Michigan.
KO4 PDI and AHP. Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good evening to the group. Had a couple couple guys in there dropped in and out a little bit, but could be conditions. But we're gonna have some pretty nice weather here next couple of days. Next few days, I guess. No snow, staying about 46, 47 degrees. I think right now we're still at 46 anyway. A lot of sunshine today. Gonna have a lot tomorrow too, I guess. Maybe see a little bit of that rain Saturday, but not like over on the East Coast there. Or yeah, I think the East Coast they're gonna get drenched over there. But we like this little bit of a rain we got better than all the snow this winter, so we're happy about that. Just want to check in and give you another number, Mike, and let's say good evening and let you go. Hey, have a good one. At 8pm Michigan.
November 8, uniform. Talk much, Mike. November 8, Hotel Uniform Bravo. Thank you very much, Andy, for coming, and thanks for the support. You give us great support all the time. And we're going to jump over to one of the newest hams in the United States. Kilo, Quebec 4, Lima, Quebec Victor. That is my good buddy, Bernard. Bernard, come on back. You're down here with Jim. Maybe you can still make a call. I don't know what happened to Jim, but it's your turn now. The hell? All right, I don't know what's going on down there in the Keys. This is a brand new installation they did. They were having some issues trying to get it to do a node. It wouldn't do it. It's an FTM 500 they're working with, but obviously Jim and Bernard are not available for comment. There's something wrong with their radio. So we're going to jump ahead to Greg, K2COP. You didn't check in, but I saw your note in the room and I called on you anyway. So come on back, Gregory, K2COP. Go right ahead. It's your turn. All right, I guess he's not coming back to me either. K2COP, we'll get back to you later if you want to come on, get back on the net, and we'll include you. All right, so we're going to go over to my friend Janet. Kilo, Oscar 4, Yankee, November. It's your turn, Janet. Tell us what you've been doing. She's coming in on Echolink. Tell us what you've been doing in ham radio lately. Back to you, Janet. Take it away.
Yeah, this is Taylor for YYN, Janet. I have been playing with, I bought a G90, a Luxon G90, a ham radio, or HF radio, and I've been listening on that. I don't have my general license yet. I've been studying for that. I had to take the test in January. And what else have I been doing? I've also been working on the GMRS. I'm trying to learn how to be able to talk to my son in Jacksonville and my daughter in Texas, because I've been reading about how they're linking GMRS. I'm still learning about that, studying, trying to figure that out. So I'll turn it back to KO4 PDI. This is KO4 YYN. Out.
Thank you very much, Janet. Hey, I got good news for you. If you can get 10 meters on that radio, you can talk on 10 meters if you got an antenna, because 10 meters is open to text. So take a look at that and see where you can speak on the 10 meter net. I mean, the 10 meter band, and get in there and go ahead, get your feet wet and have fun with it, and listen to the other stations too. You listen to the other channels. Stay away from 40 meters, 7.200. There's a bunch of kooks right there, so you don't want to listen to them. But thank you for coming. And now we are going to go to the mayor of the Mondex, the one and only classy gentleman, Vietnam veteran, and all-around nice guy, Gary, the mayor of the Mondex. It's your turn. Go right ahead, Gary.
Okay, W4PXX, downtown Mondex. I hope I'm getting through this. The radio's been acting up lately. Everything's cool here. Looks like we're going to get a lot of rain here Saturday. Looks like it's going to be bad. Other than that, I almost forgot the net. I was sitting there getting ready to watch a football game, and then dawned on me, hey, it's 8 o'clock. It's time for the net. Hello, Mike. I had a good luncheon the other day with my friend. I had a lunch date with a lady that I had not seen, that I knew and dated 50 years ago. Hadn't heard from her in 50 years, and all of a sudden I get a letter from her. So anyway, had a nice lunch. Everything went fine. And that's about it, Mike. You have a good one. Maybe we'll see you Wednesday. WB4PX Monday.
All right, Doug, good to hear. Good to hear you got out and met your old flame. That's really cool. By the way, Gary mentioned the lunch on Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I am an Elk member. The Elks Club has a buffet. You can't get a better meal in Palm Coast for $13. I am telling you, you get soup, salad. You can get a couple of different choices of an entree. One day they had lemon chicken, and they also had stuffed shells. And man, the food's good. And I can't suggest it more. All you got to do when you go is tell people when you get in, you're with me, and you're allowed in, and it's open to you. You're my guest. So anybody that wants to come out every Wednesday at noon, we go to the Elks Club in Palm Coast, Florida. It's on Old Kings Road. You're more than welcome to join me and other hams as they come. This week, we only have me and Don, which, by the way, Don, did you check in? Are you out there and you didn't check in? November 2, Mike Sierra Papa. Where are you, Don? Anyway, we had a good time. And it's a lot of fun, and this time of year is nice. They play Christmas music, and the girls that volunteer as waitresses do a great job, and it's just a splendid $13 buffet that you will not be sorry you came. So even if you're not going to eat a big meal, they'll make special arrangements. They did that for Gary this week. Last week, he just wanted soup, so they only charged him for his soup, and it's really nice, and I highly suggest you guys come. The reason I'm an Elk is, of all the charitable organizations in the United States, the Elks is the second most generous. The first most generous is the federal government. Then comes the Elks. They give more money to charity than any other charity in the United States. That's Red Cross, Salvation Army, more than all of them. So I find that a great thing to support. All right, so on that note, anybody else want to check in? Late but not forgotten. So come now if you want to check in.
M2MSP, November Mike Sierra Papa, Don from Palm Coast. I don't have much to say, Mike.
So here I is. Have a good evening, everybody. God bless and Merry Christmas. WSB Central Florida with KEN4VZI.
See that? I guilted Don into checking in. Thanks for coming, Don. You helped add a few digits to the numbers. I appreciate it. And Doug, I got you and I got Mary in the book. Anybody else want to check in? KO4PDI, last call, or I'm going to close the net. Or if anybody has something they'd like to say, just comment, and then I'll call on you.
QCV.
Okay, Tim, go ahead. Your turn.
Yeah, I was looking up Dawn into MSP and on QRZ, and I see he's got the Palm Coast address, but then when I click on it, it goes to Jersey. Up around, I see, what do I see here? Hackensack, New Milford. You know, when you click on the map, no big deal. I didn't know that once you changed your address, I thought it would go to wherever you were. Just wondering about that. And also, good evening to Janet. KO4 Yankee November. Good to hear you here, Janet. I told you I'd come and help you, and things always come up, but it sounds like you're doing pretty good. I think I heard you on one of the 075 nets. I'm not sure if it was one evening or one morning. I don't remember. A few weeks ago, so I think the members in the club are really helping you there. So good to hear you out here. And what else was I going to say, Mike? Let me get my, let's see, the LQV, did you call him again, Mike? I see he's back on the board here. And that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't have anything else. I'll be just standing by. You all have a nice weekend, and stay. Well, we got to watch out for this wind and rain coming in, I guess. So, me especially here on the beach. See you later. WA3QCV.
WA3 QCV. Thanks, man. I know I saw LQV in there and then it dropped out again. That's Jim and Bernard are both down in the Keys trying to get in. Are you guys on or off right now? KQ4LQV or ND1C, are you around? Try one more time. Last call.
K2 COP for the net.
All right, Jim and Bernard, sit tight. Greg, K2 COP. I had you in the log. Good to hear you. What you got going on today?
Of course, 5 minutes before the net, didn't the phone ring? But no, all is good here. Met up with a ham down in Cocoa today, quick to pick up the Hamfest find and break bread. So that was good. Other than that, waiting for the weather, waiting for it to pass. All right, back to net 7-3, everybody. K2 COP.
All right, Greg, thank you very much for that. I didn't know there was a ham fest in Cocoa. I would have gone to that. I love going down there. By the way, the Falcon Heavy has gotten scrubbed. They don't know when they're going to put it back up because they're having mechanical problems, so that launch didn't take place. I believe there was a Falcon 9 supposed to go up tonight, probably while we're running this net, so I might have missed it. But We got a lot of rockets going up out of Florida. You want to see a rocket launch? Chances are you're going to have a good shot at it if you come down for about a week at a time, because we're launching on average 2 a week. We are up to 90 launches in 2023, which the goal was 100. Last year the goal was 60. We did 62. This year we've had 90 launches already from Kennedy Space Center. So it's averaging out to about 2 a week. And boy, if you've never seen a rocket launch up close and personal, it's worth the wait. But I can see it from my house too, which is pretty cool. So the X-37B spy plane they were going to launch on the Falcon Heavy kind of got scrubbed because of mechanical issues with the rocket. So keep that in mind. But also, Greg, next time you're down in Cocoa, I believe there is a system. There's a WiresX repeater at Kennedy Space Center somewhere. I got it from 95 one time, and yeah, it was great. I could get into this room on their repeater, which is pretty cool. Somebody contacted me about getting into my node, and they got into my node, but they were worried about changing the room while they were on my node. You are more than welcome if you get in my node and you want to change. I mean, if nobody's talking on my node at the time and you want to change it to America Link or something like that, feel free, go right ahead. Because if nobody messes with it for a certain amount of time, my computer's automatically going to put it back into the ND1C room. So if I'm not home and you get on there and make it America Link or Zombie AlertNet and you get on my node, when you get off, eventually that will revert back to the ND1C room. So you're more than welcome to get on there and use it for whatever you want to use it for on WiresX when you're around my house. And I'm on 1455625 is my node frequency, and it's the simplex. So just jump right in and you can use it. All right, last call again. Anybody else want to get in here and talk a little? Shout your name out with your call sign.
NP20 Pat.
Hey, Pat, thanks for stopping by. Hey, did you ever fix that microphone problem we were working on the other day?
We kind of nailed it down to more of, I think, a radio problem than a microphone. I'm going to send both my higher end to be fixed, but it looks like it's going to be the radio. I'm working on that. I think I got somebody here in Spring Hill that'll take it. I just wanted to also shout out to WA3QCV. I need to talk to him after the net, if I could, for a few minutes. Other than that, it's just been a rainy day, and I guess there's bad weather coming, so I'm ready. NP20.
All right, Pat, NP20, thanks for coming and joining the net this evening, and we appreciate it. And I have to say this, when we started this net, there was 4 of us here at about 8:05, 8:10, and I was getting pretty damn frustrated, but we ended up with 15 people on this net, and I appreciate everybody that came out. Please make a commitment on Thursday nights to come. And if once in a while you can't make it, no big deal. But man, it's so much better when more people get involved and more people talk and more people come up with ideas and things they want to do. And I make a commitment to be here. When I'm supposed to be here, I'm here. If I'm not here, somebody else is aware and knows and will run the net. Now, I went to Wisconsin on Thanksgiving Day. And I stayed there for a week, and I was supposed to come back the next Thursday. I would have been changing planes at the time of the net. I would have jumped in on Echolink. But because American Airlines can't seem to find a tug to push a plane off a gate, my plane was late and I missed my connection. They put me up in a hotel, which is no bargain. Trust me. The plane landed at 8:30. I didn't get into my hotel room till 11:30, and I never ate dinner. Yeah, it sucked. But I don't need to do that anymore. Plus, when I got to Wisconsin, I went to my sister's house for the first time. She showed me my room in the basement, which is lovely. It was a beautiful finished basement that her son-in-law had finished for her. And I proceeded to take a Greg Louganis down the stairs. Now, if you don't know who Greg Louganis is, Google it. and you'll get a slight idea of what happened to me. Needless to say, I ended up with some bruised ribs, and I'm still sore. It's 3 weeks ago. I'm still sore. Last week, somebody was supposed to do the net. It never happened. They never told me. If they told me, I would have done the net. Nobody let me know. And if anybody sees my brother, tell him he's more than welcome to be here, even when I'm running the net. All right, I'll leave it at that. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, thanking everyone who came to the net. We have 15 people came, and I wish you all well. If I don't talk to you, have a wonderful, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you're celebrating Hanukkah, you shouldn't be on the radio right now. Kidding, I'm kidding. Happy Hanukkah to Jewish friends out there. And I don't know the word. There's Shona Tova, I think it is the greeting, which means Happy Hanukkah. In either Yiddish or Hebrew, that was. I'm not that much of a scholar. I know a couple little words here and there because I grew up around the New York area with a bunch of Jewish magicians. They taught me all about that Mishagas. So if you're Jewish, you know what that means. Anyway, it's not a curse. All right, thank you for coming. I hope you guys will come back next week. This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Follow my YouTube channel, which I'm streaming this whole net live tonight. You could have seen the whole thing. And also... look for the discounts on my page. You can get a lot of discounts on coax, on EMP Shield, and on Ham Radio Prep if you'd like to upgrade your license and take a course. All right, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful evening. And take care, be well, be safe, and I'll see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, aka 0100 UTC. I will now return the net and all of its equipment to its normal operating procedure. And Pat, go ahead and give Tim a shout out. You wanted to talk to him? Take it away. KO4 PDI, I'll be clear.
WA3QCV, NP20.
I've lost that card that you gave me with your phone number on it. If I give you my phone number, would you give me a ring, please? Yeah, or I'll give you mine. So I'll give you mine if you want to write. I got some info for you. It's 264-0752. 264-0752.
All right, everybody watching on YouTube, thank you. DJ Jason was watching. Another good net. Me and Ben will be linking my repeater together, so maybe we'll have a little more activity soon. Thank you. Thank you, DJ Jason. You have a great day. Thanks a lot for being here, and thanks for watching. He just sent me that note on YouTube. That's how I just saw that. All right, everybody. Hey, you've been real. Have a great night. This will be Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, wishing you a fine adieu until next time.